Red in the shuffle.
Super Hits 93.5 Red FM. I am Nipa and friends. Welcome back and welcome to the second hour of the show, Red Indie Shuffle Northeast Edit. Today we are speaking with Mathangi Jagdish, the singer, songwriter, performer based out of Bangalore, and she's here talking about her debut EP. It's called Major Troubles and Minor Blues, and we just listened to one of the tracks out of the album. It's called Salt in My Kitchen, and I hope you totally enjoyed it. Now let's go speak more with Mathangi Jagdish. So Mathangi, also which one would you like to talk about now? Mr. Procrastination?
Mr. Procrastination is the song that I finished most recently, let's put it that way, because that song actually, it was very strange how I was... So Mr. Procrastination, actually the roots of it began in 2017. So I've been procrastinating on a song called Procrastination. Isn't that strange? And I couldn't finish the song till last year because I had to come to terms with why I was procrastinating. So this was more like, so what I've used in Mr. Procrastination, it's a very fairly common tool that you would have seen. It's called personification, where I created a character out of my own procrastination. I made it look like I'm in a toxic relationship with someone called Mr. Procrastination. Of course, it's my own, it's an inner thing. But I created a character out of that and kind of blamed all my shit on him, basically. So, Mr. Procrastination, I've used a style of writing which is commonly used, which is called personification. So I created a character out of my procrastination. And this was really driving me nuts, and this was actually related to my EP, in the sense a lot of the songs, work that I wanted to put out, but then I'm procrastinating on my procrastination and on a song called Procrastination, which I definitely wanted in the EP. And I just sat and I rewrote and I wrote. So this song has gone through at least 15 edits. In terms of its music, in terms of the way its construction was, the lyrics have gone through that many iterations. And this is the first song that I actually officially worked with a songwriting coach. She was incidentally based out of New Zealand, and she's specialized in working with artists who are stuck and were not able to finish songs. So that was very interesting for me, because she got into the psyche of why I was not able to complete the song. Maybe some parts of my life needed to come full circle. In fact, the bridge of this song came full circle only when I realized that the roots of my procrastination are actually lie in perfectionism and the need for constant validation. So you'll hear that in the song as well. So once I was able to actually pen that and come to terms with the fact that, okay, I'm ready to talk about it and put it in the bridge, I was able to finish the song rather quickly. But it took that journey of 2017 to 2022 to actually finish it. So it was quite interesting for me. And procrastination is something everyone deals with in some form or the other.
Yes, every day I would say, something or the others. We are always procrastinating and wishing, that it could just complete itself by itself.
Yeah. So I have this line where I'm blaming Mr. Procrastination, since I've written the song in that style, where in the bridge I say there's so much to do that I haven't got to. And you're constantly waiting for this tomorrow that never comes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically that. And so like I said, my themes are all the stuff that drive us all nuts. I'm sure it's not just me. And one of the very incredible lessons that I learned over these last 10 years working with some fantastic mentors across the board is the more personal you get in your writing and the more intimate it gets and specific it gets to me, surprisingly, when it is shared, the more universal it gets in its appeal. So that is something that took me a while to understand. Mm-hmm. And in this song, there were parts that were a little generic, which the coach has said, go back, mull over it, because I think you can get more specific in terms of the ways you procrastinate. What is it that you do? When you're procrastinating, what are you doing? So each of us does different things to distract ourselves. Like in my case, I might want to kind of line up my shoes, which is not necessary at all. or I might decide to binge watch, or I might decide to kind of say, no, this is very important and I need to put my efforts here. Knowing very well that what I really want to do is the other stuff, but there is something that is stopping me and things like that. So I got very personal in terms of the ways I procrastinate. And the more specific I got, I realized the more universal it gets. So that was very interesting for me to understand what was being taught as a lesson and then execute that in the song. I don't know if I'm making sense. Does that make sense?
You are. And whatever you're saying, actually, I'm actually relating myself, because looking at myself also, I'm investing my time and things, especially my free time, when I can do a lot more. So I know what you're really talking about, and I can totally relate. And I'm sure all the listeners listening to us right now also are feeling the same way.
Right. And procrastination drives us nuts because we don't want to actually do it.
But you end up doing it anyway.
So there is this certain thing. So I think that's somewhere there in all my songs. There's this whole feeling, and the thing was that when it's actually happening, another common point that ties my 3 songs is when it's actually happening, it's just driving you nuts, and it's not funny at all.
Yes.
But when I was starting to write it, I was able to see the humor in it. That can I just laugh about it now? Can I make fun of myself? Like in the song.
Yes.
Because I would have come to a point where I did find a solution, or I did kind of say, okay, this is what it is. Now I can see it. So I have tried my best to just laugh at myself in whatever it is. So there is a certain kind of self-deprecatory humor there thrown in all the 3 songs.
Right.
Then of course you will hear jazz, and of course you will hear jazz, and you will hear the blues elements. And there is a surprise element in all 3 songs where I brought in my classical training, my Indian classical training. It will just come like a garnish and go.
Cool, really cool. And I was just about to say, I'm sure, you writing your materials, your own songs, are more healing than just singing for somebody in the playback songs you've been singing for all this while. So I'm sure the whole process of creating your songs, of course, but releasing them was a whole different experience altogether.
Now that you bring up healing, actually that's true. Because when I did start, I was actually healing something very physical, like because I'd lost my voice to GERD, then I had to there was a lot of work that I had to do to resurrect my voice, and I was like, now that the voice is gone, and it's barely there, it's like a patch on what it used to be, might as well just dig into this and figure out what it is, and let's bring it back stronger and better. So that was what I was doing for the first 4 years, when that vocal loss and then my recovery. And that's when the songwriting was happened. So it was actually very healing to pour out whatever I was feeling and everything that was there. EP maybe was not necessarily in my mind in the very initial stages. That happened a little later. But it was very cathartic. It was very healing. That's why there was so much pouring out. And I felt very good when I poured it out on paper. So that was definitely a very big thing in the first initial years of songwriting, for sure.
I'm sure. And it's come out really well. We love your EP. Congratulations once again. And
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm sure people will love it. So where can they find your music? Or if they want to connect with you, where can they find you?
So I'm on all socials, but the primary socials you can find me is Instagram, Mathangi Jagdish Music, YouTube, Mathangi Jagdish Music, and you can find me as Mathangi Jagdish on Facebook as well. And the music is available on Spotify, on iTunes, on Ghana, on all the primary platforms. Go to my socials, it'll all be there.
Friends, don't forget to check out Mathangi Jagdish, yes, for sure. And of course, Major Troubles in Minor Blues. I love the whole title, all the titles actually. Very, very nice and catchy, different for sure. So, really cool. You keep at it and keep coming back with more music, Mathangi. We love you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Mathangi Jagdish for you, friends. Don't forget to check her out. And now, let's go listen to her song, Mr. Procrastination. Enjoy it.
Mr. Procrastination.